Okay. It seems stable. Sometimes when it starts up the first time correctly, sometimes when it does that, it freezes up on me for some reason. I don't know why. Then I have to restart the whole thing. So let me scroll up on my notes. I gotta kill off some of these characters. I got a big list of names at the top of the list. Okay, let's see. Lots of civilians at the dock. Tolker said. Harnish. Yeah. Harnish agreed. What? Then asked, what about it? I wonder. I hope it'll be all right. Tolker replied. It touched Parnish in a way. Bloodkin could feel sympathy, such concern for Cornish, Cromish citizenry. Only a war ago, this guy was probably pleased to read a newspaper article all about Bloodkin bombers smashing hell out of some 2,000-year-old Cromish city. But now we're all in the same boat. That's kind of cool, isn't it, folks? Old enemies uniting against a common, even more terrible foe. It's a common trope in fiction. Not so much my fiction, because I guess I prefer to have the heroes stuck on their own. Like they have to, instead of teaming up with one bad guy against another, they have to fight two bad guys at the same time. Maybe even three. And if the bad guys get in a fight with each other, well, that's just on their own. They're not getting help from the heroes. I think that's subverting expectations, but I'm not sure. It might just be my own lack of competence. They'll make do. They'll figure something out. Harnish muttered rather coldly. This isn't a good war to find yourself a civilian in the middle of. A civilian in. Isn't a good war to be a civilian in. I'd almost say people are better off either exclusively as collaborators or resistance. But if you're a collaborator, they'll get shot after war. Volker said, as though it was a sure thing. No way they could have shot all the collaborators in the last war. Over half of Selgoria collaborated with the Bloodkins. Hence, more Sellian troops fought alongside the Bloodkins. Then the Cromish. And even many of the worst collaborators. And war, the executions, the enslavement, executions of their countrymen. Countrymen were given lenient sentence. Like everyone just supposed to just heal, forget the past. You know, Carnage kind of wished these were men who did things a lot worse than Tarnish, and yet nobody was gonna put them Where was their walk to the electric chair? Not everybody who collaborates dies, ends up dead. Wagner said. Just like it was, that was the case. World War III will be the case after this war. You're probably right. Wagner muttered. I'm glad I'm on the side of the good guys. No arguments from Tarnish this time. The resistance, though they used their share of questionable tactics, including terrorism. Pro tip: have a drink at hand when you're writing. Not necessarily an alcoholic one, but any kind of drink is good because writing makes you thirsty. Sure, questionable tactics. They were the good guys. Yeah. Let's see. The group match left their first room with their first left the roommate taken over, commandeered on first arriving. Which room was that? The coat room? The laundry room? I don't know. First got there. Probably the laundry room. Probably some kind of coat room. First arriving. They were in the darkened halls, moving from alcove to alcove, occasionally stopping to allow some guard to pass through. They got past 2 security checkpoints just by slipping through adjacent rooms and hallways. Though Tarnish was quite prepared to shoot the bastards down anybody who blocked their way. That became an immovable object. Some guy assigned to watch a corridor or Jack. We'll have to hide them good. We'll have to hide any bodies we make very well. Carnage said, if we want to make it seem like these officers are just AWOL and not pushing up daisies. Pushing up daisies. Wagner muttered, though he never heard the phrase before. He was Bloodcomb, not Chromish, so maybe he did. I thought you assassins, you hitman types, were supposed to be loud. Roller Dark noted. Roller Dark's a good name for an assassin. Maybe I should change his name swap his name with Parnish's. Although Kramer is a kind of a cool name for a hitman too, I think. It's a cool name in general. I have several characters that are like government assassins who were originally freelancers who had to work because they were caught. I guess if they were all set in the same time period, I would be expected to use them all. Use the same one each time, but since these stories are set over various times, and I don't know if those other guys survived the war or not yet, so I can't use them. I might create a terrible plot hole if I use a character here who died in the war. It's supposed to be loud. Just charge into a place and shoot anything that moves with a Tommy gun. Carnage had a feeling if that was his specialty, he would have been assigned to fight at the docks, not do what he was doing at the hotel. I don't think you're gonna see anybody get killed in the hotel part, folks. At least not in this writing session. It's almost been 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, I probably won't have killed anybody. The docs needed the Tommy sprayers. Tommy gun sprayers. Not this hotel. The docs needed Tommy gun sprayers. Stealthy boys, because were better used elsewhere. Wouldn't have made it far in my career if I acted like that. Carnage muttered. After a few guys got whacked in restaurants, gangsters started going around in bulletproof limos and fortified their houses, steel doors and bulletproof glass, and so on. Almost said stained glass there. Hope I never got stained glass and bulletproof glass confused. Be kind of cool if stained glass was bulletproof somehow. I don't know. I wonder if you can get bulletproof stained glass made. That'd be quite a thing. I imagine you can get pretty much anything bulletproof these days with the advances in technology. Huh. So how do you... Well, you needed stealth to get those guys, I bet. Roller noted. Yeah. Carnage smiled. Guns blazing. Isn't my style. I once snuck into a hotel, much like this one, guarded by 100 police. Who were they guarding? Roller asked. My target, Putz. My target, Carnage replied. I got him. The feds still haven't figured out how I got in and out without detection. But I'll never tell. I'll take that secret. I'll take that secret to my grave. Even if they threaten to put me The bug zapper again. Oh, it'll seem without a little sigh of relief. Was this the first time he's working with these guys? I'll have to check, because that's kind of what I've been playing it so far. But maybe when I get to start, I'd put something like our second or third mission together. I gotta be sure about that. Consistency is very important. Well, a little sigh of relief. He felt easier. Real safer now, knowing he was working with a master of stealth. That's how the briefing described him. Harnish, Kramer. But Roller knew of other masters of stealth who ended up captured and killed, sometimes taking a dozen their fellow commandos with. To get in and out quickly, it'll be its best way. You're safe with me, Harnish reassured the men. Just don't fuck up, and you'll be okay. Ten minutes later, Harnish and his men still on the first floor. They hadn't killed anyone yet, and they were still being stealthy, despite their disguises. Harnish, for clearing the last checkpoint to the rear of the building. After getting clear of the last checkpoint to the rear of the building, of the hotel, Harnish, his men stepped out of the shadows. Okay, remember you're a dirty collaborator, Harnish said to his men. Be submissive. Don't make eye contact too often. And address every jade, even the privates. Contact. Address every officer with a sir and a salute. And the privates and the men lower than officers. Tucker asked. Every jade, even a private, is technically higher than any non-jade collaborator. Even their generals. Collaborator generals. But don't salute them or act submissive to them, Harnish warned. It's suspicious. The Jade expect servileness, but not to that degree. Servile. What's that other word for servile? Timidness. Submissiveness. That's it. Is there another word that's closer to servile? Meekness, no? What about women? Roller dark, yeah. Don't treat them as officers. Unless they actually are officers. Tarnish replied. Jade women are to be treated with great respect. Like each of them is a princess. Roller scoffed. Roller knew of some very unladylike jade women who kept white men as sexual slaves, tormenting him like they read every book on sadism and masochism. Every book on sadism. Knew of jade women who kept white men as sexual slaves, tormenting them like they read every book expertly. Or I would have rather ended up in a concentration camp and a prisoner, one of them, one of those mad women. Mad women. The group blended in. Tarnish group blended in at the big main floor. They stayed clear of the front main security area set up in the front of the hall near the check-in area. There were plenty of patrolling officers and guards. Tarnish noted one of them noticed some female officers among all the males. Several of them were young and pretty, with long hair bundled up in a bun at the back. Some were older old battle axe types. Like the stereotype of the harsh-featured old lady guard from the blood concentration camps. Female guards. Female officers. Irish muttered. Maybe some guards too. I see. So, Poker asked. I don't kill women, Tarnish replied. My personal rule. Are you backing off on the mission? Roller Dark asked suddenly. Oh, I'm 24 minutes in. Okay, folks, see you later. Have a nice day.